Why, hello, everybody. Welcome to week 16, the last and final week of the course here in Introduction to Criminal Justice. Um, it's it. If you have anything that's due that you haven't submitted, you need to get it submitted now. I think almost everybody, with the exception of I think I've got three students who kind of dropped out but didn't drop out, which, by the way, it's not a good thing because you don't get any money back. Um, Unless you're above the limit. There's a limit on the number of drops you can have at public schools in Texas. So, but other than that, if you're not going to go to a class anymore, drop out so you don't get an F for one, and two, that you can get some money back. If you drop out soon enough. So I think I've got a couple of people missing some discussion questions, but everybody needs to get all of those in before next week. Let me get out of the way and we'll talk about what we do have going on this week. There is just a couple things. The first is you need to make your original post to your final discussion. And for the final discussion, I need you to post a brief summary of the top 3 things that you've learned in the course and how you believe they will help you in the future. Post your thoughts on what you liked and what should continue regarding the course structure and its presentation. And then finally, post any recommendations on changing the course and why. And as always, I get posts on wanting to do away with the time frame in the exams. In order to do that, I would have to do away with the open exam. You can't have open book exams without time framing, because then you don't have an exam on knowledge of the individual. What you have is an exam on the ability to look things up if you have unlimited time. So that's why we time bar it. The average time for taking the test is for the regular test, the 50-question test, is under 30 minutes, which means that most people have at least 20 extra minutes. The average time for taking the final exam is 80-minute final. We're talking about times of under 40 minutes. So you've got about half the time to look things up if you take the exam. I understand why you're asking it. I'm just explaining why I can't do that. I've got a choice. I either have the open book exams, or I have the exams that are with the time bar or with no time bar, and it would be non-open books. You can't have both. So just to explain it. But if that's what you'd like to see change, go ahead and put it in there. I don't mind reading it. I'm just explaining why I can't do that. The next thing you need to do for this week is complete your discussion post for the Chapter 15 discussion. Please do so before you take the exam, because it will help you with the exam. You'll benefit from the vast knowledge of your fellow students when it comes to doing the exam reviews. So just kind of go from there. And then the last thing that you have to do is to take the final exam. Now, again, it's going to be 80 questions. The 30 of the questions, the 50-question exam, are going to be from the last 3 chapters, just like the previous exams, or the chapters that were covered. So you've got 50 questions on chapters 13, 14, and 15. Approximately 10 of those questions will come directly from the quizzes. In addition, you have 30 questions that are coming from the first 12 chapters, and all 30 of those questions are going to come verbatim from the quizzes. You can retake every quiz this semester. If you made less than 100 on it before, you can retake it till you get 100. That will help your grade in the end. If you made a 100 on it, don't be fearful of taking it, because if you take it and you get a lower grade than the 100, the grade book is set up to accept your highest score, so you still get the 100. So don't worry about lowering your grade by retaking it. So if you take every quiz this semester, you will see at least 40 of the questions, or half of the questions on the final. You'll see the exact questions and the answer choice. Maybe not, if you don't, maybe you won't see what the right answer. You'll know whether you got it right or wrong You may not know what the right answer is, but at least if you know the wrong one, they'll definitely help you study. So when you take this final, do it just like the previous ones. Make sure you answer every question before you spend any time looking anything up. You do not want to run out of time. And again, you've got plenty of time to take it, but if you spend a lot of time on some early questions looking answers up, then you may run out of time. And then you get rushed, and then you just kind of start guessing. So go through the entire exam, answering your questions, and then jot down the numbers, ones that you're not sure of. On those, go back and then try to find the answer in the book, try to find the answer in your notes, whichever option. And as before, take all your all of your notes and put them into a single document, so that when you use the sort, you open up your exam reviews, you've only got one document instead of, in this case, if you have them open up to look at the quizzes and all, you would have 15 different documents to find it in, plus the book. If you have them all in a single document, now you've got one document and one book to search for things. Well, if y'all are graduating this semester and you're walking, I will see you at graduation. I'll be one of the ushers on the visitors side, I believe. So I will look for you. If you're graduating but not walking, I understand. I didn't walk at my my graduation either. When I got my bachelor's degree, I only walked because my father wanted to be there. And when I got my master's, I walked. It was a cohort program. It's a little bit different because you were in this class with these people for 2 years. And it's kind of more of a, I guess, camaraderie instead of, taking all these different classes with different people. So different thing. But, if your family would like to see you walk, please do. I mean, it's not that long. We only have one graduation a year now, and it's at a bigger facility, so more people can be there. Last year was the first year we did it outside. Over at the new football stadium in Iowa Colony, and it was nice. We had great weather then. I hope we'll have great weather this year. If you're going to be back, I will see y'all next whichever semester. I do have 3 online classes available this summer, and 3 online classes available in the fall. So if you prefer the online versions, they're there. Y'all have a great summer, and good luck on the final.